Hey guys, this is Jay, welcome to the channel. This is the Kia Niro Hybrid. This particular vehicle is the water edition in New Zealand market. This is considered to be the second highest spec, just one below the GT line. In today's video, I'll show you the exterior, interior, plus the point of view test drive to let you know my thoughts on this particular vehicle. Alright, let's have a look at the outside first. This particular vehicle is finished in the Cityscape Green plus the black two-tone finish. Overall, looks very nice. The overall dimension on this Kia Niro new generation is just over 4.4 meters long, with a wheelbase at 2.72 meters. The width of this vehicle is just over 1.8 meters. So overall, balanced styling, plus good size for 5 people, and some decent luggage room at the back. I love the new front look design on the new Kia. First thing, the new Kia logo, and we get two sort of headlights over here. They're both LED headlights, and nice glossy black finish underneath. So overall, really good design on this new generation. Compared to the old one, this is a little bit larger, but overall the size still remains like a compact to small size SUV. The ground clearance is still pretty low though. If you're looking for a really good ground clearance, you might want to go to something like a Seltos or Sportage, which has a little bit more ground clearance than this. Let's go to the tailgate. This particular edition gets full power tailgate, and this is how the boot looks like. Around 450 liters of boot space with additional storage underneath. You can also drop this level lower if you need. And press the button. Pretty nice. HEV means this is a particular hybrid drivetrain. Let's step inside to have a look at the rear seats. In front of me, that's my sitting position at about 178 centimeters tall. I've got a good amount of legroom, good amount of footroom actually. Okay for the headroom. I'm definitely not touching the roof. The vehicle seats are quite straight up, so I got okay space, no problem at all. We've got air vents, USB-C charging on both seats, which are nice. Small pockets on the passenger side. Surprisingly, the driver side does not have that. Armrest is nice. They're all nice, soft leather material. This is called the vegan leather in the New Zealand market. The seat base and seat back are very soft. The seat can be adjusted through small angle over here, which is okay for the rear passenger. Overall, it's pleasant to sit at the back. Not premium, nothing super spacious, but it's enough. Closing the door, it's fine, felt relatively solid. The material on the doors are just standard, they're not premium overall. Anyway, let's look at the front. Alright, this is how the front looks like. On the New Zealand version, on this higher spec, we get electric seats plus lumbar support. Heated function is also available, plus heated steering. I really like Kia's approach with that headrest design on many Kia vehicles. Let's close the door and get in. Look how nice this interior is. First thing in front of us, we get nice leather-wrapped steering. They're on the larger side for the size of this vehicle, but identical to what you can find on the Kia EV6, for example. In front of us, that's 10.25-inch display and a 10.25-inch display over here. The touchscreen is responsive, just like we expect from the Kia vehicle. There's so many features, including navigation, CarPlay, Android Auto, plus wireless phone charging. Underneath the center pad that you can personalize to the navigation buttons or to the aircon menu controls over here. I particularly really like the driver unlink function on any Kia vehicles. Underneath the center console, USB charging, USB-C 12-volt socket, plus your center console with the push button, traditional gear lever, and all the functions over here. And we get deep storage console over here, plus additional storage in the armrest. You can use this tray as this, or push this to 2 cup holders. Decent storage also on the glove box, which is nice. Overall design is just pleasant, as you can expect from any other Kia vehicles. This is very identical to all the family drivetrains. All the steering functions are there, for example, cruise control, things like that. Alright, that's it. Let's go for a test drive to see how this car goes. first thing, let's go through some numbers on the power and drivetrain. This vehicle comes with a 1.6 litre petrol motor, natural aspirate at the front, with an electric motor at the back. The battery pack is 1.32 kilowatts hour, so fairly small, but it's very standard for a hybrid vehicle. Combined, this vehicle gets 104 kilowatts of power, 265 Newton meters of torque. The numbers is quite small compared to the size of the vehicle. Even like say a 2 litre natural aspirate Seltos is about 110 kilowatts, but in terms of driving it's really smooth and it's not slow at all thanks to the electric driving motor. This vehicle also comes with a 6-speed dual-car transmission, which works brilliantly on this hybrid drivetrain. Visibility wise, this car is really good. The side mirror is very large, it's very boxy shape. The rear windscreen is on the medium to large side as well, so I've got no problem seeing anything around me in terms of visibility, so that's actually a really good plus. Apart from the features, this vehicle has also got optional heads-up display on this higher version. That actually helps a lot with the driving, with your speed reading, things like that. And driving this New Zealand country road, we're getting small amount of wind noise here and there. Road noise are normal or standard, but the body roll is really good thanks to its lower ground clearance compared to all those large SUVs we are seeing these days. I guess you won't call this as a traditional SUV because this vehicle sits fairly low compared to any other traditional SUVs on the market. The ground clearance is only 160 millimeters. That makes it this actually not bad at handling. This vehicle only comes with a 2-wheel drive on the hybrid drivetrain. So front wheel drive, of course, which makes it very direct actually. The turning, you can see it's fairly responsive. It's not sporty anyway, but it's responsive. The power wise, it comes with 2 different driving modes. One's Eco, which is your standard, fuel efficient mode. The other one is the Sport, which we can press this button to change. Turning is very confident, as you can expect. And the acceleration is totally fun for the size of this vehicle. It's not any way slow in any way, to be fair. And for a standard size vehicle like this, I guess that's reasonable, that's totally acceptable. The brake felt okay in terms of responsiveness. There's a little bit body roll if you do corner a little bit faster, but not too bad at all. Definitely not too shy at all. Let's see if we can do a small boost over here, since there's empty road in front of us. 1, 2, 3. Okay, certainly not fast in any shape or form. But in sports mode, is the steering a little bit sharper? No, not by much. But it's okay, it's not that bad at all. Yeah, it's okay. The rides-wise, it's fairly comfortable actually. You can feel the suspension is riding along these sort of country, chippy roads. It's not terrible. And in terms of suspension, the vehicle gets multi-link suspension at the back, McPherson suspension at the front. That actually helps a little bit with the handling, with the comfort at the back for sure, when you go through these corners, things like that. That's not bad at all. It's certainly not as agile as what you can find on the EV6. Obviously EV6 has a much lower ground clearance, plus a heavier battery underneath. But I don't mind this at all. On this New Zealand country road, it's fine. You can see even at that speed, we are fairly confident around corners. The seats are hugging me really well. I particularly really love these particular seats on the Kia Niro. They are vegan leather seats, but very, very like soft, premium quality on the seats. The steering felt really good too. That's quite sharp. It's not bad. I don't think the steering particularly are tuned to a sporty driving vehicle. And you can feel the body roll here and there, and potentially a little bit understeer in some corners. But nothing says bad about this car. I think the tires are really good too, even on these sort of rainy days, wet surface. That's quite awesome, driving on these country roads. And the pedal feels really responsive. Whenever you put the foot down, there's instant torque thanks to its EV motor. Obviously the vehicle can go eco mode if you do want the less power, more efficient. Speaking of efficiency, the vehicle claimed a driving figure of 4.4 liters per 100 k's on the hybrid drivetrain. Particularly, I can achieve somewhere around 5 to 5.3 litre per 100 k's in real-world driving through Auckland traffic. I've done one before for around 100 k's or so, and I think that's, yeah, particularly very acceptable for its price, for its performance overall. And it's just a really good competitor to any of the, let's say, Toyota hybrids on the market. I'm assuming this car will be competing with things like Toyota Corolla Cross or Yaris Cross or CHR, depends on the size, whatever you want. And this is definitely not a bad option in any way. Pleasant to drive, that's all I should say. It's nothing sporty, but fairly comfort and okay on the responsive, not so much of a power. Certainly very, very direct. Right, let's go past this car, do a little bit more acceleration just to see how it's like, and let's do it from 40 this time, all the way down. That's much better than the jump start we had. It's not terrible at all. Alright, that's pretty much all about this video. I hope you enjoyed the contents. If you do not forget to subscribe and like down below. That would be really, really helpful for the channel. As always, I will see you next video. Thank you very much.